Guys. Yeah, a little feedback to start out the show.
Wake up!
Wake up, everybody. We are trying to get a little better at things, but it has gotten quite complicated to get everything set up and ready for the stream, guys. It's quite a bit of stuff. And since the mics are off access to us, I'm going to crank them up a little bit. Try to get things decent. That's really cranking. Okay, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah, so that looks good.
If you're tuning in, first I want to say thank you to Shenandoah Music. Jason and Matt have graciously loaned us 2 brand new guitars. And not only that, they've graciously, deliberately screwed up the setup.
Maybe it was intentional. Maybe they were trying to set it up.
Oh, you think they were trying to set it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just blame them.
Yeah, all right. Like, they set the guitars up, and we got to fix them. I have not seen the guitars. Now, these are Ibanez?
Yeah, they're both Ibanez's. I think I know which ones they are, but what I did...
So you haven't seen them either?
No. So I told them, I said, do your thing, put them into bags, and we'll figure it out from there. So I have no clue what I'm getting into. I wanted this to be a open, disaster for both of us.
Okay. Someone said something on Discord. How are we going to file the nut? And it was no measuring tools.
No measuring tools.
So we do have a set of nut files here.
Jupe said, "Oh shoot, Brian stole my guitar."
Yes. And we have good news. There's nothing at all wrong with your guitar, Jupe.
It's fixed.
It's fixed. Remember when I said double check the knob, make sure it's not hanging up on the pick guard, and that's what it's doing. That's a push on knob, so there's no set screw. So when you adjust it and it's right, when you keep pushing it back, it keeps going down, going down, going down, going down, and it eventually starts hitting the nut on the potentiometer.
Yeah, and it's kind of sitting at a sideways angle too. So when I was spinning it, I could actually see it just dragging along that pick guard, and of course, pulled the knob off, recentered it, and just kept playing with it. It's fine.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for, I think those are CTS. I think it's 24 spline. If I'm not right, don't shoot me on that. But I think CTS is 24 spline. So I'm going to look on the interweb and try to get a 24 spline black knurled knob with a set screw. That way you don't have the problem. So there's actually nothing wrong with it. Now I know you said that you may send in another pickup. So if you still want to send in the pickup, that's fine. We can put the other pickup in it. The only thing stock in the guitar, Jupe, is the 5-way switch. So if we do get back into it, maybe you want to just go ahead and put a nice 5-way switch in the guitar.
What's in it now? Is it a box?
It's just the stock box switch.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Like the import style box switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny with these because they can last you for like 10, 20 years, and then they can last you 10 or 20 days.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. So I always take them out and put, like you say, a nice CRL switch or something in it.
Yeah. I remember measuring this one. Between the 2 screws is a kooky, it's like 41.5 or 40 point. It's not standard. And shout out to the people in Discord. I think it was, if I'm wrong on this, guys, I think Wicked Fester sent us a link to a high quality switch that the on center screw, that switch will work. Because everyone that I was finding was off point like 0.5 millimeters. So I just had to look back in the Discord, and I'm pretty sure Wicked Fester posted that. And again, that's what's great about the Discord. You guys work on guitars too. So if you post, I can't find this switch with this spacing between the holes, someone's going to have a link to it, like JR's Custom Shop. Brian's on there sometimes. You've got a whole community of support there. So let's kind of, I don't know. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. I hear something squeaking.
It's Wolfie with his squeaky toy.
What up, dog?
He's chewing on his dinosaur.
Sorry for the squeaky noises.
Should put a camera on him.
Yeah, he's having more fun. So let's take Jupe's guitar over here. I'll put Jupe's guitar on the sound.
Now, did you want me to like kind of demonstrate the whole pick trick when it comes to these guys?
Yeah, you can do that. He's gonna do a little pick trick for you guys.
I call it the pick trick. And it works good if you have them knobs that's got the set screw in them. And it helps to keep these things balanced. But what I did with yours, Jupe, let me see. You get her okay? Was I creating a lot of noise there?
No, it's as soon as you moved, and again, last week the camera was the mic was always in the way.
So what I'll do is I'll take two guitar picks, same thickness. Usually a 1 millimeter each is great. These are 88. These will work.
Let me see if I can switch cameras here.
There we go. And what I'll do, I'll put it on either side of where our bolt is. So a little nut here for our potentiometer. Just set aside, easy as that. Nothing special. I'll take the knob and these are going to try to move on. Now let's push them in. Move these guys out of the way. There you go. You're done. Nice and even. If you have the set screw, you do the same exact thing. Just keep your picks there and just keep your pressure on your finger on there like that. Tighten your set screw. When it's tight, move them out of the way. You're even. That's just a quick little trick there, just to kind of keep that knob from getting keep it from getting uneven and doing some crazy wonky things.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that's it. Simple.
Get you back corrected here.
There we go. What's up, camera?
All right, so that's good news. Yeah. So send me an email on Discord, Jupe. That Brian approves the neck on this guitar.
I love the neck on that guitar.
Yeah, he hadn't had the opportunity to look at it, and the way the fret ends are done. This guitar is stupid, guys. I know it's hard to convey on the internet what's been done to a guitar, but this guitar neck is just phenomenal on this guitar.
Yeah, that's nice. You're going to have to show me that.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal that knowledge from you.
Believe it or not, there's whole videos on that guitar. That and the Ibanez, which got a lot of that kind of recut neck on that one too.
Oh, nice.
All right, this is our first look at the guitars that Shenandoah has graciously supplied for us to work on. And guys, without Shenandoah, this kind of content isn't possible. So we're gonna say this one's yours. I don't know which one's which.
Oh God.
Where's the zipper on this one? Is it there? Oh. So let's see what our first victim is. This has got Ibanez. Are they both Ibanez's?
I believe so, yeah. These are two I haven't seen yet, and
Oh, cool.
yeah, that'd be.
You guys can see that. So this is a AZES 40B. Yeah, see, this is, I was just talking about this one, Brian. See, this AZ doesn't have the cutaway on the one we had the other week. So I think this one's $349 at yours.
I think you're probably right.
So $349.
Oh man.
There you go. Let me move this one out of the way.
I want to see what they did.
I just I'm gonna set this over here.
It's so bad. Dude.
Oh my gosh.
I swear they only
They literally did this to the saddles. The saddles look like it looks like a staircase.
Oh my God. Look at that action.
Oh my God. They changed the intonation on it too, way out.
Oh man. And
Are we allowed we're not allowed to use a tuner?
no. Well, we can use a tuner to keep the guitar in tune, but we can't do it for the intonation.
Oh, that's right. That's awful.
Dude, this is wrecked.
Let me get a close up of that. That's awful. Guys, check out this lovely bridge here.
Now you guys see why I have a job.
And yeah, that's perfectly intonated. I can see it, man. You're gonna have absolutely no problems with the intonation on that.
Oh, no, this is gig ready, man. Dude,
Oh
look,
my gosh.
dude, look at the pickups. It gets better.
Oh my. The pickups are touching the strings.
Dude, it's like bad.
Oh my gosh. Look down the neck. How bad's the neck?
It's smiling.
It's my. Is
Yeah,
it crowning or is it bowed?
No, it's bowed.
Oh, it's bowed.
Yeah, it's
They,
got a nice
they
little
probably
smile.
put a crown in mine.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
Hey, that one rings out real well. Oh, what in the world? Oh, they lowered the saddle.
dude. Okay.
Yeah, that's awful.
Now, here's the funny part. So, guitars I have customers come in for me to work on resemble things like this.
There's no way.
Yeah. So
Really?
Yeah, like it is. Well, let's say, imagine this, but also cake like, I don't know, 7 years of handgun all into.
I see this a lot where the saddle isn't. It's like,
Yeah.
and this one will be this way, and then this one's this way, and I do see that a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen one with the strings that out of whack.
Ooh. Yeah. This.
Hey, the switch still works though.
Oh man. Okay. Cool.
Did they compress the knobs? No. Just making sure they didn't throw a wrinkle in the mix here. Oh, your switch works, your knobs feel smooth.
Okay.
This one works.
Strap button's tight. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All
Yeah.
right, we got one more here, guys.
Oh.
So this is the other guitar.
There you go.
That they stuck this one in a fender bag.
That's actually mine there. Yeah.
Actually, this bag is like very puffy.
That's the gig bag. My when I bought that American Acoustasonics, what it came in.
Oh. All right. Where's the...
There you go. You got it.
Oh. That's a nice gig bag. Oh, this is the one I was telling you about. I thought it was red or blue.
You ain't gonna buy it now, are you?
I saw this one on the table when I came in the other day. We have too many cables running everywhere, guy.
Billy said look at forming an arch to get the intonation close.
Forming an arch. He's gonna have to elaborate a little bit more on that one. Oh, you know what? I don't know who set yours up, but mine looks a lot better. It looks straight.
Yeah, man.
But they just straightened them. But as far as the height, I don't think, well, it's not near as bad as that one. All right, switch still works, volume works. Pickups are wonky.
That's good.
Let me look down the neck here.
Man, they really.
Oh my gosh, they did the exact opposite. This one's bowed that way. Like almost a 16th. Look at that.
Oh my. What did we sign up for?
All right, since we only have one table, guys, we're going to do one at a time.
Billy said where the bridge is.
Where the bridge is. Yeah, I mean, you're going to set an arch there. Since we don't have any tools per se, let me switch cameras again, guys.
Yeah, Repair Tech, he quit, so we got to get these ready for a show, man.
So we don't have tools. So I can't put a tool on the neck and then bring it back. So how I'm going to do this is I'll probably I'll just kind of, this is how I would approach. I'll probably just try to get the neck semi-close, and I will deliberately lower these saddles down to where it just starts to touch the first fret, and that'll at least give me an arch that I can go by, and I'll try to bring them up evenly, and I'll try to go by hitting it like this and seeing how much space is there, if that makes sense. Just like you would your nut. That's how I'm gonna, if you're gonna hold your thoughts, and then I'm just gonna kind of eyeball these. I usually set mine by volume anyway. I don't really measure them. Intonation, I've already told Brian, I'm horrible at that. Even if I strike the E and I come up here and I try to, I have never been able to get one right doing that. So I know my intonation is going to be off, because every time I strike the E and then I try to harmonic or like that and listen to it, for whatever reason, I've always struggled doing that. So that's how I'm going to approach it. As far as up here, I don't think I'll have too much issues just doing this. Brian's going to probably be better than that, because he knows what to listen for. Me, I've always just kind of mic'd it, if that makes sense. And I've always checked it with a tuner, my first fretted note. So it's going to be interesting.
No, I think
But his is far more screwed up than mine. And no, that was not planned. We just picked one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I made sure that every step of this was going to be completely random. So
Yeah.
even though I work at the store and such, but I told the guys, I was like, take them to the back, do whatever, throw them in the gig bags. I don't want to know what's in what bag or anything. And we'll be surprised when we see it. And man, yeah.
But this is a pretty guitar, guys. Look, check that gold out.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
$349. Before you pay $349 for a Leo James, just saying. And now you're gonna go, well, the frets level. Okay, even if the frets are out of level on this, it's just like a Leo James. I've never played a Leo James that has decent frets.
No,
they're horrible. So $349. It's an Ibanez. We'll give it the once over, but feeling the frets.
Yeah, I was going to say, even just that's good.
I mean, it's a basic fret dressing, but I don't feel anything sharp.
Mm-mm.
And this is not the, just so everyone knows, like the Ibanez Wizard thin neck. This feels like a Player 2.
I'd say something like that.
Yeah, it feels. It's not Gibson thick, but it feels very stratty.
That's a good way to put it. That's a very good way to put it.
It feels very stratty. Okay, I'll let you say what you think you're gonna do. I'm gonna take this off and grab the
Oh
other.
man. First thing I'm going to do is drop these pickups down, because there's absolutely no way I'm going to make any adjustment with these pickups.
That's
like
true.
that.
I should have probably said that too. That's probably the first thing you got to do.
So I'm going to drop these suckers down low, because I'm not even worried about tuning and measurement as far as that goes. Tuning wise, the rule is we can use a headstock tuner with no Peterson.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
cheating.
got to steal. Honey, can you plug your little tuner in? Make sure it's charged.
I charge mine too, so you can use it.
I
It's
don't
on
have it
top
out
of
here.
your. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to grab that for her.
And after I get that done, I'm going to check the
She's
tuning.
got it.
I'm going to straighten these saddles out just to kind of get them level, so that way I can make some sense of it.
Thank you, honey.
Get it tuned up, set my relief. That'll be the first thing I do. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and start with my action height. Test playing the E string, just kind of seeing how far I can get without it start, getting kind of buzzy.
Chirpy.
Yeah. And I'll do my treble E the same way. Just kind of like I would on a normal setup. I'll get my two E's kind of estimated where I want them. And then after that, I'll start working the arch in.
Notice he said estimate.
Mm-hmm.
When I do things, I guesstimate.
Well, that's a better terminology. So after all that's said and done, I'll visit the nut. I'll kind of see where it's sitting at. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it because if I am completely wrong down here, I can wreck this up here.
Yeah,
So I'll see how it is before I start digging into that guy. I think I'll be okay though. And now, as far as the intonation, I do have a system that I can use to set this up with a visual aspect without having to listen to it through tuner.
I want a phone call tomorrow from you to know whether that was who which one did that.
I got a wild idea. I bet I already know who it is.
Jason?
No.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah. See, Jason has a conscience.
Because
he plays guitar. Strohsatter plays bass. And he's just like, I got your number, man. I'll see how good you are.
That's awful.
But it's horrible. But yeah, I got a system I can use to kind of, we'll say guesstimate as far as the intonation goes. And then I don't have perfect pitch. I'm first to admit that. I don't think I ever met anybody who actually has perfect pitch. Even folks who says they have it. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it don't exist. I'm just saying.
I've seen some guys that's pretty scary, but
I'll do the best I can as far as that goes. And we'll see. The goal here is, can we get through the gig?
Yeah.
Can we get through the gig, without getting booed off stage?
What's really funny is, could you get through the gig with the two guitars that were set up by guesstimation? Yeah. The one guitar is going to be right if it's not set up that way.
Yep.
So how far out would it be? Probably be, But if you got two of them set up this way, one's a little close but it's high, or one's a little close but it's low.
Now I did bring a digital gauge with me, so at the end of all this, if we want to just kind of look it over and see how close we were, or see if we're within what we would call good tolerance, or if we, just kind of get an idea. And I did bring radius gauges as well, so that way if we want to double check ourselves at the end and see how bad we screwed up, or it's all good.
Well, I'll be honest with you. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I've got a 9.5-inch radius neck, so that's what my arc of my strings has to be." Well, I'll be honest with you. The first thing, if you play a Fender with a 7.5, I guarantee you the strings are set at 9.
Oh,
they always raise these two up a little bit so it doesn't choke out on the bend.
The setup specs from Fender manufacturer for that guitar with a 7 1/4 radius is it has 12th thou relief, which would be 0.05 millimeters, I think, for you. I think something like that. I could be wrong. I don't know my millimeters too well. And as far as the action height goes, I always keep it at first fret, and it is 3/32 here at the 17th fret, and it's 5/64 here at the 17th fret on the treble. So when you take that off there, that capo off there, your strings typically raise maybe a 1/64 of an inch.
Yeah, I know.
So you'd be looking at 7 and 3/32.
And a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll cheat on the frets. That they want a 5 1/4 with tall frets. The reason is they'll level out the center of the fretboard, so they cut down further, and they actually take the wood is 7.5, but they'll level it to 8.5 or 9.
Yeah, give you a bit of clearance.
And so it's kind of defeating the purpose.
That's the thing, though. You take a Strat or any guitar that's 7 1/4, and if it's set up really good, it's actually really comfortable to play.
It is.
Not saying it's my preference,
but it's so hard to get one of those not to choke out with low good.
Yeah.
I've played some, it's like, wow, this is a good setup. And I've played some, it's like,
and God help you if you have that ski slope going on back here.
Oh yeah, that's a Fender. That's a Fender thing. All right, well, we're gonna start out, guys. I'm gonna open up the chat. And are we missing anything yet, hon?
No.
Okay. I see we got quite a few people in here. So if you're just tuning in, what we're doing tonight is we're setting up guitars with no tools. The only thing we can use is a screwdriver, Allen wrench, and a clip-on tuner.
Steve, so what model Ibanez are these? A Geo of sorts?
No, these are AZs.
Yeah, they're the AZES 40B.
Yeah, AZES 40B. And the map price on these guys are $349. So this is a budget guitar killer. Okay. No locking tuners. Looks like a decked 6-point bridge on them.
Yeah.
Humbucker single. This is probably a coil switch, 5-way switch, 1 volume, 1 tone.
I could be wrong, but I think this is a voicing switch.
It's a voicing switch?
It's kind of like the other one. Remember how if you flip it up, it gave you more voices
added
on the
voices?
Yeah, I think that's the same deal.
Wow. If that's the case at 350, that's really cool.
Yeah, because that'd almost be a waste if they just did as a coil tap. Because I mean, you got auto tap right here. So
Now the one Ibanez pickups we don't like, that's not what this has. These aren't the Infinity or Enrium or whatever. They're not the Quantums. They have a more classic pickup for the AZ series. So just keep that in mind.
yeah.
The one that they put in the Geo, I'm not a fan of. That's the one under the Quantum.
Oh yeah.
It's
I know which one you're talking about.
Devastator will put in the chat which pickups I'm talking about. It starts with an I. I can't remember the name of them. They have a very tinny sound.
Mm.
Yeah.
All
right.
That's why you gut them.
I'm just gonna chill out and watch, and we're gonna let Brian do his, and then I'll start working on mine after he gets his set up, and then we'll compare them.
Devastator and Wicked Fester both said Infinity.
Infinity. That's it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I'm not an Infinity fan. That's not what these have. Actually, while we're waiting, guys, I'll switch cameras so you don't have to look at my ugly mug.
It's gonna be one of those. Where you at? Okay, yep, it's a 4. Okay. All right. Man, they really got us on these.
Yeah, they. That is too freaking funny.
All right, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna drop these pickups down. I'm not even gonna worry about the height at this point. That's why I'm low, because I don't want to mess with my intonation while I'm working on this as well. So good, just get this sucker on down there. Good enough. There we go. Yeah, they got that. Well, that one's not bad. I'm gonna drop her down there too. Man.
So all you're doing now is getting the pickups to clear, so they're not.
Yeah.
They literally raised the pickups up to the point where it was touching the pickups.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have to hold this guy at an angle here so I can actually try. Man, they just.
Looking at it this way, it looks like the E and the A are like a 16th of a part, and there's like a ½ inch between the.
That is crazy. I think he just raised this. Oh, look at that. There we go. Come on.
I just want to know who did which guitar. That's what I want to know. We can't let the cat out of the bag on the layaway at Shenandoah, just so you know. That's going to be a surprise for everybody.
Okay, let me see where we're at. All right. You know what? I'm just going to leave that in there. Let's try to tune her up and see what it tells us here.
Check this little thing out, guys. This is the MusicNomad kit. So it gives you a bunch of different tips, and this fits right into the handle. It's really compact, really cool. And then it's got a separate handle. Comes in a cool case.
Yeah, that's my little travel buddy there.
Oh, it's even got the spanner tool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Look, it's got the spanner tool, guys.
We're in tune.
Yeah, but it's only in tune up there. Play that down there. With them saddles set like that.
Oh, that's even just
Whoa.
that's hard just to even try.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's music, man.
It's musical.
It's musical. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay. Too much relief. I'm just going to put this in my lap real quick because it's going to be easier just this way.
Devastator said Brian's cheating.
Brian's cheating.
That's what he said.
How's he cheating? Oh, we've got our first customer complaint.
Uh-oh. What'd you find? What'd you see? All right, let's see. That's actually almost in a neutral position, which should get me kind of close.
You know, that scares me the most when a guitar straightens out and it's in a neutral position. I always go right to where it gets tight and just bump it.
Yep. Yeah,
And
you
I
never
pray that it doesn't do something weird.
Yeah, you never leave it floating in a neutral position. You either have to have it one way or the other, even if it's just a little bit. Got to give it some thread.
Devastator
Put
said
just a little something on it.
specialized tools.
Oh,
What
that's
is
right.
it?
We should have got you got like an old set of Allen wrenches that are rusty.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, an Allen wrench is an Allen wrench, guys. I mean, I use, you know, I'm into RC. So if you want high quality Allen wrenches, buy RC wrenches for working on RC cars and RC. You want RC helicopter wrenches. When I say stupid high quality,
like it's stupid.
yeah, but it's stupid expensive too. Like one 3mm wrench is $30.
And this is a good lesson right here because right here we see right there's the neutral position, right?
I'm gonna get the camera over here, guys. So.
And I'm sure you folks say, well, I know you guys work on guitars already know what we're talking about, but that thing just floats. So the relief and to what I'm seeing is close. I don't want to leave it there. I'm going to actually just make sure this guy is at least snugged in there. Come on, get in there. Maybe. There we go. I'm trying
So
to
you're
feel
just pushing it to where it just starts to firm up?
I just want it to kind of grab. And right there, well, I don't have to, you know, because if I know if I put any more tension on this, it's going to change my relief. But it's nice and snug. It ain't going nowhere. We're good right there. Let me estimate this and see where we're at.
An approximate guesstimation.
It's close.
While you're working on that, I'm going to move the bags out of the way.
Oh. Rats.
Uh-oh.
I think that went
He
underneath
no
the
longer has that tool, guys.
I think it went underneath the table.
Did it go underneath the table?
I don't think so. Oh, there it is. I see it. Old hands. Okay.
I'm going to sneak by you real quick.
There we go. So we're going to just tighten this fella up a little bit more.
Hey, honey.
Hi.
There we go. Let's see where we're at. Tune her up. See where we're at.
What's that stuff? We've got our first laughing candidate in here. She's in here just chuckling. I think, you know what I think transpired? I think Linnell called in to Shenandoah today and spoke with Matt and them and said, look, you really need to screw these things up. I'm pretty sure that's what transpired.
Oh, well, you know, they definitely would if I would have.
I'm pretty sure, you know, she may have even thrown him a gratuity to get a really bad setup.
Okay. And for some of you folks watching what I'm doing, I got my index finger depressing down the first fret. I'm using my pinky here at the 17th to hold it down, and I'm tapping it right around the 8th fret, just kind of looking at this gap, and I'm checking various areas. Well, I should say different strings. If I'm not on it, then I'm pretty close. I might just give it a hair more just to call it good and start working the rest of it. There we go. That should do it in. Oh, I love it. Ain't nothing gonna play right. It's okay. Now the fun part. So looking at that E string, that sucker is almost laying on the frets. If I had to guesstimate that, I'm probably about maybe 2/64 off that fret wire. So since I gotta really bump this sucker up, I'm gonna have to really tune her down.
That's what I was saying earlier. Sometimes I use metric and sometimes I use imperial.
You know what? We're gonna need a little. There we go.
And there are differences. True imperial, guys, is measured a little differently. Like when I say 0.065, that's technically imperial. Now, he's using imperial there, but he's using, 128th, 64th, 32nd, 16th. So it's a little bit of difference.
Yeah, and when you start getting to the decibel system with it, it gets even crazier.
Yeah.
So where we're at.
I see the decibel system because I program CNC machines. And the first thing we have to do is we have to convert everything to metric. And the easiest way of doing that is convert everything to decimals. So what are you shooting for? You think you're shooting for anyway?
Well, this one here, I'm going to go for about 1/16 of an inch is what I'm aiming for here at the 17th fret. I like my action a little low, a little bit lower on the side there. So you got a pick on you there, partner?
I got one of these green Dunlops.
That'll work.
Nicholas now is throwing popcorn at the screen. I didn't send him those pics.
A little rattly, but not bad. I'll bring it up a hair more.
So you're going by buzz.
Listening to a little bit of that, but I'm not trying to be fully dependent on it. I also don't want to have a lot of it.
I'm just asking because I know someone is thinking that, oh, he's going to set it by buzz. So I'm trying to think of what they're going to ask before they put it in.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You can. There are techs out there that do that. They don't use measuring tools, and they'll set your neck dead straight. And then from there, they'll set the two outside E's and they'll listen for any buzzing. And they will raise that string until it cleans up. And of course, they're also checking that first fret.
Right.
If it's buzzing at the first fret, then they start adding in the relief until that disappears. And then from there, they'll set the arch.
That's the issue. Like when I set up the SG. When I cut the nut, I set the action at 0.045. Okay? I cut the nut to that.
Oh, okay.
And then I raised the action to 0.05. So technically, he should have enough room to go from that 46 down to a 42.
Yeah.
And still have clearance.
Yeah.
If he decides to ever do that.
That's high. I can feel that. This is close. Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't even play, man.
That didn't even play.
That's better than muting.
Okay.
That's self-muting.
So I would say that is pretty close to where I'd have that. Let me go ahead and crank this sucker down because that is definitely on the high end. It's really hard to eyeball that treble E string.
I'm gonna type in the chat and stuff while. Uh-oh, guys. He's a shredder.
Used to be.
That's something, dude, I can't do.
Yeah.
I can't. I watch these guys, man. They're like, it's like the fretboard's on fire, and they're moving. I'm like, how in the world?
Yeah, before I broke this, when I was talking to you earlier, before I broke his hand up, my favorite guitar players of all time is Tony Iommi, Randy Rhoads, Zach Wild. So I studied a lot with Zach Wild's style. I loved his style and his sound. But Tony Iommi was definitely one of my biggest influences, I think. But I like the way Zach shredded. I thought it was so good.
Well, Tony's sound is because of his finger.
Yep.
So he had to improvise to do things. People go, why's he got that? Well, it's his hand. He plays differently because of his missing finger.
Yeah, he's got those fingertips all chopped up, and he's got interesting setups on his guitars too. He plays a I want to say there because he tunes down. Is it C sharp? I think he's tuned down to C sharp, and he plays on eights. It's like 8 to 32 or something crazy like that. The E strings somewhere in the 30s, a 36, a 38, something like that. And they actually, I think Labella, don't quote me. Somebody sells, somebody sells his signature string set, and maybe someone on here can tell us exactly who if they know. But I've never seen it.
That seems awful light to go to C sharp, C.
Mm-hmm. On eights, but that's you ain't got no fingertips. Well, left hand.
Yeah, that seems awful light.
Well, this thing's playing clean.
So you got your two E's, so then you'll go through your other four based on those.
Yep. And this is where it's gonna get tricky. Guesstimation. Oh, I love that song.
I like the burst on that one, but I'm digging the gold one a little more.
It looks orange.
It looks orange.
Mm-hmm.
It's in person, guys. It has a browner hue. I'm looking at it in the camera. Our cameras, it looks more yellow right there, and on the camera it looks like the red before it goes to the black is more defined, but in person it's more subdued.
My God, they dropped these suckers, man. Like, dude.
That's a pretty guitar.
Dude.
But remember, guys, what we were just talking about on the SG guitar? Look right here on this guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys see that? That's a piece of wood. And it's only about 3/4 of an inch wide. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see, from here, I see 6 different pieces of wood in the body. And that's very, very typical of what Firefly, Leo James, and all the budget guitar companies do.
Now another little trick.
Sophia Ward said, "Hey Brian," with a heart face.
Hi, Sophia. I see you made it in. I know you was watching the game. She loves her games, man. What is going on with this daggone thing here?
Did they strip the screw on you?
I don't think I think it's just catching funny because it's so wonky. Yeah, sucker don't want to grab. Uh-oh. Well, Stroh Snyder, I think we need a grab screw, bro. See if this one maybe it's still catching.
Right, hold on, I'll run down and see what I got.
Yeah. Sometimes you can cheat this little ditty here. Sometimes these things are stamped a little funny too. Let's see here. Nope, that won't fit. Definitely not. Well, take some more pressure off of it, see if that'll help. Okay, let me back that sucker out. Okay, now let's try. Yeah, it's wanting to get to a certain point, and it's just wanting to stop on me. So let's see here. Try this. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have. If you need grub screws, I have 6mm, 8mm, and 10mm.
Dang on, you got some grub screws.
Um,
I tell you, is any of those wrenches 1.5 mil?
this is a 0.1 whatever.
Let's see.
Does that one work?
Let's find out.
It's an expandable end, so it's supposed to catch strip screws. It might be too small for those. This is 1.5.
Let me try that. Because sometimes with these things too, I noticed with some of these kits here with these tips, it
Yeah,
seems like some of
this
these
one's a
fight.
kooky. This is 1.3. This is 1.3 guys on the tip, and it goes to 1.9 on the end. And this is made by MIP, so the tip is 1.3 to 1.9.
Now, this is a great example why it's awesome to have multiple things of one. You know what I mean? Like
That wrench is $30.
this guy did the job. It took care of that.
Yeah, this wrench guy, if you can find them, it's made by Calvin. And another advantage to this wrench, you see that it has a hole up here. So you could take your other wrench, you put it in the hole, and it's designed to work together. And there's a set screw right here. So if this ever does fail, you can buy new driver shafts and lock them in.
Dude, that's crazy.
But they're literally like $30 a piece. You feel how light they are? It's made out of aircraft grade aluminum. And it's hardened steel shaft. Now, if you don't want to spend that money, there's a company called Dynamite. Okay. These are very nice wrenches. Again, it's an RC wrench. You can get this whole set for about $20. It's 4 wrenches. And the highest priced one is the MIP. The MIP wrenches are really nice, but they're very expensive.
There we go. Okay, so now
So you don't need a screw.
No, I think I'm okay for the moment.
And guys, the best ones I found, best bang for your buck. These are stainless steel, and they come in bags. So you get a bunch of different lengths. If you're working on budget guitars, you better have grub screws.
Devastator
Because
said
the first thing that goes wrong on the budget guitar, they always put a grub screw in that's too long, and it turns your hand into a cheese grater.
Devastator said I have the Dynamite set.
Yep, the Dynamite set's a good set. And guys, that has a replaceable driver as well.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can buy this whole set. I think back when I bought it's probably more now. I think they were like $19, $20.
All right. So what I'm going to do before I finish up this action height, the tuner's here, so I'm not cheating. Actually, let me make sure the string's in tune.
We always caught him cheating, guys.
There we go.
DJ Play Nice said, I just wish the manufacturers would put in a shorter set to begin with. Grub screws.
Yeah. You know, and everyone goes, oh, he's going over these grub screws. Why is he so happy about the grub screws? Because when I'm reviewing a guitar and it has the right size grub screws on it and the setup is decent, it's like they took the time and put the right grub screws on it. It's a little thing, but I love that. And people go, oh, it's $7 worth of grub screws. Well, then you got to order them, then you got to put them in. It's a cheap, inexpensive thing for the manufacturer to do.
Jupe said, when guitars give me trouble, I have a dumpster.
I thought he was going to say, I send it to Avery. Oh.
Okay, my ear tells me that's close. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to do this. It's an old-fashioned rule. You probably already know this. So I'm going to map this out visually. So when you you have your treble E set. So I'm going to go ahead and set my B. I'm going to set it forward. And the reason why I'm going to go ahead and just try to get my intonation traced in is because it's going to knock my string height all funky if I don't, because they got this all screwed up. So, what I'm going to do here, so I'm looking at the takeoff point where the string is, right? So that's where intonation pretty much ends there. And I want this to be about the width of that E string. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move it forward a little bit more. And in theory, that'll get me close. The G string, I'll do the same.
Now, I'm looking at that,
mm-hmm.
and if your high E's right,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to say the B needs to come
back a little bit. That's why I was kind of thinking the same thing. Because I was sort of looking for this.
I'm looking at it kind of going, but you know, every guitar is a little different. Each string manufacturer is a little different.
Yeah, because you're kind of at the mercy of that. So the D string should be in line with your B string, right? So this is obviously going to be a gas and a half. This is going to be horrible.
The whole purpose in this, guys, is just to see, can we do it? How close can we get it? Just
see what we can do with it. I'm going to tune it.
Do you need to loosen the string before moving the saddle?
Not when you're moving it forward. If you're moving it back, I would suggest it.
Yeah.
Forward,
you move it forward, it loosens the tension.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to move that D string back a little bit. There we go. Move it right there. In actuality, when you're setting intonation, you're always better off to move the saddle forward rather than backward, because you're not playing a whole lot of you know what on that string. I got to tune her back up.
I just tell them to send 2 sets of strings.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. That's there's nothing wrong with that, really.
Because by the time you retune, you know.
Oh, you wear the strings out.
The poor strings have went through a war before you get it set up.
Mm-hmm. A lot of my customers, they look at me funny when I say that. Or if I have to make a new nut or saddle, I'm like, hey, by the way, 2 sets of strings. I need one to dispose and one to use for the complete everything. They're like, why do you need 2 sets of strings, man? Like,
well, if you don't, then 2 weeks later they come in. Thought you put new strings on this. The B string just broke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it's been tightened and loosened and retuned 50 times, and it's.
Oh, let me get that tuner off there. No cheating, right?
It sounds close.
Close enough for rock and roll. All right, let me finish the.
Who was that? Oh, they were talking. I was watching a YouTube video, and they were like, "How come you can't sound like Angus Young?" Because he tuned his guitar out of tune a little bit, just like Eddie Van Halen, and they said his intonation was set to the way he liked it. So
Yeah.
the guitar really wasn't technically intonated correctly, but it gave him a diverse of sound when he bent the strings and stuff. And that's why no matter if you know the song, you can't quite get the sound because of the way he tuned and the way he set his guitar up. I forget who I was watching on that.
Dude, this thing's nice.
So if you're here, you're obviously a guitar geek and nerd, and you really love the channel, because tonight we are just kind of doing this for fun, just to see what ends up happening, and can you do it?
Okay. Well, I almost have. Obviously, I don't have an eyeball that's going to get this radius completely right, but I'm looking for good playability as well. Let's see. There we go, a little bit lower. How about got this sucker knocked out?
Yeah, those are nice wrenches.
Dude, I tell you, let me tune her back up.
Boing.
Right.
Prince played slightly out of tune, and Nirvana's Kurt played out of tune on purpose as well.
There was a lot of artists, guys, that did that. Look at this guy shredding.
Get some sweet picking in for you.
I suck at sweet picking.
Oh, wait a minute. There we go, it's my fingers. There. You know what? We got to take this off because I won't be cheating. Where's that G string?
Yeah, see, I suck at doing that.
All right, now it's pickups. I believe my radius is too flat. I want to say this is either a 12 or a 14. I probably got set to a 16.
A little flat.
That's okay. I'm going to just let her go because I like the way it plays. So, you know what? I'm going to call it there. Actually, no. On my neck pickup, I shoot for about 1/8 of an inch. I like it lower than the rest because it helps balance it out some. Then actually, just going to raise this fella up. There we go. Now my intonation's really going to be bad. Okay, 3/32, and finally 5/64 is what I'm aiming here. Let's see if we can eyeball that.
So I'm going to open up the...
Right about there. Okay, there we go.
When? HX stomp. So now he's checking the nut, guys. He's just double checking it.
B string. This actually isn't cut bad at all, not, especially for factory. Either that or I got that neck too straight. All right, who's placing bets? What's the bets? What's it like here?
The Vegas bets are on.
With this setup, with the way everything is, I'm not going to touch that nut because, yeah, look, I'll probably cut down too low. This here, I feel like this guy needs to come up just a hair more. You know what? I'm going to put my money there. I'm going to put my money on that. Yeah, except for you. I don't like you. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Alrighty.
You want to plug it in?
Let's plug her in.
There you go. Give it a plug in. We'll try to get you some sound here. HX Stomp unmuted. So try that. See if you've got anything.
I need to tune again.
Where you at?
On. There we go. There it is. Close enough for rock and roll, right? I can't remember this one. No, I was wrong. I can get through that.
Okay, you wanna check your I will let you go through. We'll see how close you are, and then we'll do mine. So go ahead and put your tuner on, and we're gonna change cameras here, guys, so we can get a better look at what the tuner reads. Okay, let me switch the camera. Alright, they can see your tuner. Oh my gosh, he nailed that one. Yeah.
Action's low there. I can hear it. A little flat.
A little flat on the A. Oh, you've already done 10 times better than I'm going to do. A little flat on the E. I would say that's freaking awesome. That's the thing. I am awful. I am awful at that.
You have your
100% awful at it.
Do you have your neck relief gauge at StewMac one?
I do. One neck relief gauge.
I like it. Actually, what am I doing, man? I could cheat this. Where's the... Come here, you. We're still going to do this. Like, yeah. There we go. All right. 10th hour was what I was kind of aiming for. I bet you I'm too tight. Let's see here.
Really need to get some overheads.
You know what? I had a little daylight there. I may have it at 12. Okay. Let's try it. I'm shooting for 10. Oh. It's always that one. That's that one.
I've been mine all the time.
Well, you see how chewed up that one.
Oh yeah.
Well, that sucker got used to put glue underneath a brace today in a Martin guitar. That's why it's so chewed up. Let's see. Okay. Yep, I got a little friction there. So, yep, 12th thou. I was close. I was aiming for 10. Now the fun part. I'll bring out the digital guy. This will tell me how bad off I was. Keep a first fret. I was aiming for a 16th of an inch is what I was saying. 17th fret. Actually, I should make you do these measurements. Make that way everybody knows I ain't lying. I was way off. Well, I was close. 57th thou. 57th thou. 62 is 16th of an inch. Yeah, 56.5. So, okay, a little on the low end. This guitar did it though, man. That's pretty amazing. 49 thousandths.
Yeah.
3/64 is what I was aiming for. 47 thousandths where 3/64 lies. So I'll take that. I'll take one more measurement without the capo. See what it tells me. Okay, 50 thou. Still in 3/64 range. And 65,000, 64. So, okay. I'll take that. The radius. It's going to be the fumble right here.
Yeah, I don't have any. I'm glad you got yours up here.
You know what? I want to say it's a 14, so I'm going to check the neck. Because Ibanez usually plays between 12 and 14. And this here, no, that's round. A little rounder. Let's go to 12. Why don't you make me out of a complete liar? And they did like 9.5.
Well, this is, I think, supposed to compete with the Fender Strat, so it's going to be
The next lawsuit.
exactly.
Okay.
I'm sure Ibanez has already gotten their letter.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I'm at 12. I think. No, maybe.
I don't know.
Let me try a little rounder just to be on the safe side. You know what? We're going to do this.
You got a 10?
I do got a 10. Man, I was way off. That means my radius is going to be whack. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's a 10.
It's a 10 or a 9.5. One of the two.
We'll do a 9.5. See if we got a little daylight in the middle. Good call, Avery. All right.
That's going to be the only spot I shine tonight.
Oh, you got this. Yeah, I got a little daylight.
Yeah, a little daylight. It's a 10.
I'd call it a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd call that a 10. All right, folks, here we go. Capo first fret. See what it tells me. 10, put it up here by the bridge.
Billy said PRS got a letter from Fender.
They all hit but the E string. So that means these need to come up.
Yeah, but that's pretty good.
Get the back.
For just eyeballing it.
And let's see, it's off a decent bit, but you know what? Heck yeah, I'd take that.
For no tools?
Yep. Want to play it? See what you think.
I just want to hear it. I haven't played one of these. doesn't choke out.
Nah.
I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got a. I kind of like the sound on this guitar. Let's cut that back a little bit, guys. A little bit more. No, it doesn't feel funny.
Yeah.
Those pickups aren't bad.
No, I don't think so.
Not bad at all, guys,
And-
as far as the tones.
And who knows how wonky I have those right now.
If I can get it to switch to clean. So here's some clean sounds on the Ibanez. Yeah, it's got these weird notes. They'll really show bad intonation.
Jupe,
Yeah.
It's not.
Jupe
good.
wants proof that you tried the hot sauce. He wants you to do it on camera.
This is a heck of a guitar, guys. I mean, before you pay $350 for a Leo James, third position. It's got some good sounds. The infamous fourth position. Let's see what that switch does. So I'd like to add some brightness.
Yeah.
Down position. Up position. That sounds cool. Down position, fifth. That's a great sounding guitar.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
That's a really good sounding guitar, guys. Here's a $350 guitar. Oh my gosh. And there's no, hey, Kurt, this guitar is for you. No shiplap joint. So it's a one-piece neck, guys. And they have not put a glue joint here for $350. And something else I'm seeing, check out the bird's eye on this neck. Can you guys see the little bird's eyes? There's a little bit of bird eye in that neck.
Kurt said, "Woo, no scarf."
There's a couple bird's eye.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, every guitar is going to, we'll check that one, but this one actually has a couple bird's eye spots. And no scarf joint. At $350, holy mackerel. So, pieces on the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. That has 5 pieces. So, it's a 5-piece body. That's pretty slick. There you go. That's the kind of stuff I look for, guys. It's very warm sounding. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a very brittle sounding guitar.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you're getting at.
That is very warm sounding.
Yeah, I'd get that.
That's impressive for $350.
Man,
we may have to talk to them, guys. Maybe we can do a actual review on one of these guitars and check the frets. You know, do pickup readings. Really go through. Of course, now we can't go by factory setup because they've been deliberately altered. But we could do a review on the pickup sounds and look at the pickup readings, you know, and do stuff like that and look at the build quality of the guitar. Okay. So Jude keeps telling me that I gotta try this stuff. And I did try it.
After you try that, then it's Vox time.
Oh, okay. It's not, guys, it's not that I dislike hot sauce. I think it's fine.
the hot sauce hates you.
It's 3.
It's triple X. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't do hot sauce.
Man.
It tastes fine. I just think it's got too much. It's got a little too much kick to it. Do you like hot sauce?
I love hot sauce.
Try that.
It's yummy.
Linnell will eat the whole bottle if you don't.
Now, if I'm thinking correctly, this company here also has a green hot sauce. I can't remember what it's actually called, but it's really good.
Well, Juke would be the one. Do they make a one with a green label, Juke? Now watch, he's going to take this and just, boy, I don't taste nothing.
Oh no, it's going to fire me up.
So, what guitar is this? It's not the expensive Ibanez?
This is the cheaper one. This particular one's a what's the number on the back of that one?
That is a AZES40B.
Yeah, it's at $349.
It creeps.
Yeah,
It creeps in on you.
So is that mild or hot to you, or is
It's
that
spicy.
It's spicy.
Yeah, I'd call it spicy.
Yeah, to me that's what it says, extra hot.
It's yummy.
It's a little too much gas for me. Just, I'm being honest. Being that that's a 3 and it goes to 5, with that rating, I would probably like the one little burn.
Jupe said they make all kinds.
Yes.
I would probably like one that just had the one flame instead of the three. But I do like the taste. It's just the kick afterwards.
I get that.
She loves it though. So she adds it to everything. So all right, there's the hot sauce. All right. Well, it's Vox time. So when we come back, we're going to see what someone that's tool dependent, you can even ask the guys at work. Okay. I have a circular saw. I do. But my circular saw costs $2,000. I have a Festool ST75 with a 10-foot rail. It's a $2,000 circular saw, and it cuts with precision. Now, if you give me a Makita, my cut is going to go like this. Because why? I am tool dependent. I have routers. All my router blades and bits either are designed to work in fixtures or, die casts where it centers in the bit, so they all have bearings. So I don't freehand anything. And I say that because when I set this guitar up, I use my tools. I don't think I've ever, in the last 20 some years, set a guitar up just by doing this. I mean, I'm sure I did when I was learning, and I'd be like, I can't pay a tech,
Yeah.
because I didn't get it. I'm like, so I would screw it all up, not realizing I screwed myself because now the guitar played worse and it was harder for me to play it. So I did all that back, 30 some years ago, but I haven't done that in 30 some years. So let's see. Brian's was spot on, except a little flat on the A and just a little flat on the E. I'll never get it that close.
Yeah, my raise was a little set flat as well. And that's the thing, too. It's, don't get me wrong, if I use my tools, that stuff would have been a whole lot better. But as far as like aiming for a specific target, I mean, I'm happy I hit the target. That's luck.
If I walked into a store and I picked that guitar up, I would have thought it was set up at the factory or someone set it up with, with a tuner, a radius gauge. They would have looked at the action height and measured it. There's nothing about that setup that makes me go, there's something wonky here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Were the frets level from the factory?
We did not check the frets, guys, because this isn't really a guitar review. Brian can go in and ask them tomorrow if we could steal one of these guitars, or you all have been wanting to do something at the store. Maybe Brian can talk to them. I don't know how I can stream from the store from my phone. So it would be nice, since there's two of them, to kind of look at them and see how close they are. Because you got two guitars. What's the old saying? Every company can build one bad one. Every company can build one good one. Mm-hmm. We have two. Are they close to the same? Is this one going to be a lot better and the frets are wonky on this one, or won't? It would be nice to have enough time tonight to look at that. So.
And the observation I'll give it, because the action I put on here is actually quite low. So even if the frets were uneven, so to speak, they're not so bad to where it made this guitar not worth playing. You get what I'm saying? I mean, other than fret buzz, which I was getting because my action's low, right. And it's a little too low here. But there's no notes choking out. So, I mean, as a technician, when I see that, I'm like, it's not worth removing fret material when there's really not a problem.
I just did that. I have OCD. You said you watched the review of the SG.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm working on the edited version of that video now. There were 17 frets. No. I just threw the paper away. I think we had 19 frets out of 22 that had spots on them.
Well, you was talking too about those fret crowns being wonky, and that to me,
fret crowns were really wonky.
And when you have a situation like that, to me, it's worth getting into and working it.
But it didn't really affect if you watch the review, it didn't fret out. It seemed to play okay.
I got you.
but it really plays nice now.
It really
You know, when I was playing it plays okay, but after I fixed the frets, I brought it up and I told her, I'm like, oh, this thing's like, certain guitars just
Yeah.
come to life.
Yeah,
That one did.
it brought it home.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, this one's got magic. And
That's
I've done nice work on guitars, and when you get done, it's kind of like, where's the magic?
Yeah.
It's like the fret crown's good, the frets are level, the setup's good. It's just it didn't speak to me.
Yeah.
That guitar, maybe it was just speaking to me. All right, guys, we're gonna take a 8-minute break, and when we come back, it's my turn. I'm gonna set this one up, and we're gonna see how close I get to where I normally set them up at. So go get something to drink, get a snack, hit the restroom, and we'll be back in about 8 minutes. And I'm pretty sure we have a squirrel intermission scene. I think it's this one. Okay, guys, it's my turn to attempt to set a guitar up with no tools. We're gonna switch cameras here. I just want to double check all the camera angles. Yep, this one's definitely got to go back. Sorry, guys. This channel's on a budget. We have budget cameras. All right. That's pretty close. So my hearing is pretty bad. So instead of me trying to hear the guitar to do intonation and stuff like that, I'm just going to go ahead and plug it in. This one doesn't look like it's as bad as what they did to you.
No, they wrecked me.
It's not near as bad. First, I'll just get this so where it's not touching the strings. So all I'm doing, guys, is I'm just kind of getting this pick up to where it's not touching the strings. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Wow, that's too funny.
Drop that one all the way down.
I'm surprised it went down that far and didn't bottom out in the route.
Or even worse yet, had the pickup just boop.
Yeah, it just fell out.
Like, oh, thanks.
Oh, you unthreaded the screw from the pickup. So just to keep everybody up, I did have some orders in on some manufacturers, and some of those orders are coming in. They'll be in hopefully tomorrow. So we are going to have another guitar to review here shortly by a manufacturer that we have never had on the channel.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I'm going to move this one more time. Back a little bit more. So it's by a manufacturer that we haven't had on the channel yet. So I think it's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to pull this down. I don't want to block Brian's view. I don't know how I can. That's probably right in the way. We have ordered some more stuff, guys. So I'm kind of curious to see when everything comes in. Do we have that? Do we have your tuner charged up on?
I think it is.
Okay. These I like them fully charged. I've noticed hers. I don't know if this is the same one that you have.
Yeah, same thing.
I've noticed this one, it likes to have a full charge. Okay, we're just going to look at the tune of the E string, guys. Oh, yeah.
Trying to remember, the neck on this one was backbowed, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
Oh,
backbowed. Just get it back in tune before I... Yeah, they definitely messed yours up more than this one.
We had a little
This one was only like a step to a half step out of tune.
Jupe said, "Give it some hot sauce, Avery. It will charge."
Okay, now that we're in tune, Where's our 4? I want to see where it's at. It's probably not going to grab in between, is it?
Oh. I was going to say, they almost never do.
Yeah, it's right. I want to take a little bit of that out. It's got... Yep, I'm going to have to loosen this one. Take just a little bit of that out, guys. Maybe I was wrong where it was at. Let me loosen this one too. I don't want to go too far with it. I thought it was more in the neutral position, but it's not. Yeah. I know they're off just a little bit. Yeah, it's still there. Boink.
That's the best sound effect ever.
Boink. I'm going to leave it there. Let's see how close we are again. Yeah, it's close enough. So basically, I'm just checking the neck relief, guys, trying to keep it in standard tune, get it close. The drawback to checking it that way, you can look down the neck in this line. That doesn't mean your frets are level and straight. Because if the neck was this way or that way, when they leveled the frets, your neck could look straight, but then the fret crowning isn't level to itself. It just depends on how it was done from the factory.
Or worse yet, you'll have a relief in the actual fingerboard itself, but the frets will be on an even plane, which I've seen that quite a bit.
Yeah. That's pretty straight. That's pretty straight. So all I'm doing there, guys, is I'm using the string as a straight edge. So I'm pushing on the first fret and touching here, and I'm looking at how it's touching without tools.
Now, one method I've seen exactly what you're doing there, and what they will do. Well, this specific technician, I should say, what was his name? Evan. I was telling you about him earlier, but he'll set the neck dead straight, and he'll do it like you did. And he'll set dead straight. And of course, if he has to add relief, he'll add that little bit of relief, and he can visually see it.
Yeah. That's just doing it without a tool, guys. So I think I'm pretty good here. All right, gotta take it off. And since I'm deaf, guys, I am going to use, you're going to be able to hear the intonation. No one say, hey, Avery, you're flat or whatever, because we don't want to cheat. But I am deaf, so I am going to turn on the...
That actually sounds good to me.
It's out.
Let's see.
Let's check the high E.
Ooh. I think one's flat.
Yeah. I think so.
What did they do? Just put a straight line down it?
Yeah, they just ran them all straight. Oh, now I gotta retune it. Yeah, they just made them all go straight. I'm gonna lower it, which is gonna change it a little bit too. Make sure I got the right one. Oh, it's the 2. I thought I grabbed the right one.
I'd say if they really want to be vindictive, they could have changed the crowning profile into 12th fret. Let's put it back just a little bit, Kurt.
That would have been awful.
Oh, man.
Let's see what that... So I just changed the height of the E a little bit. Everything changes everything, guys. It's not right. I can hear the boom, 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 boom.
Why do different guitars made of different wood sound different? Some dark and warm, others bright. Same bridge.
I think maple fingerboards make a big difference. I think that makes it a little brighter. What do you think?
Yeah, well, that's what I've always been told is that, for example, if you have rosewood, it's going to be more of a warmer tone to what you would say you get from like a maple. The body itself, that is a discussion, an argument for another time. I don't know. I think if a body is solid, Like say, for example, you take a Les Paul, it's more of a solid built guitar. I think you probably get some more sustain and maybe some tone differences out of that. Whereas when you take like say a Strat style guitar, I mean the pickups are suspended by that piece of plastic we have there. So I don't really see where the wood really, plays into that other than what you may be getting from the neck and from your frets and such.
Right. Yeah, because the pickups are not touching the wood.
Mm-hmm.
They're on springs to the plastic pick guard.
Yeah, they're not even close as far as touching the wood itself. So
A little bit of an adjustment on the B, guys.
don't break, don't break, don't break.
So bolt on versus neck through, set neck.
I'm a bolt-on guy.
I like bolt on for one reason. It's easy to make corrections. You can put shim in it. You can service the guitar.
It's more modular, which means it's more friendly to when things go sideways. Of course, too, with bolt-on, if something does get really bad with the neck does get really bad, you can always replace it. Whereas if it's a set neck, then you're talking about some major surgery and a high cost, very high cost to rescue that guitar. Of course, I think necks now are like $700. I think for bolt-on necks, like Fender bolt-on necks.
Yeah, if you get a real Fender,
Yeah.
direct from Fender, it's stupid expensive.
I wonder what their prices are now.
Anywhere from $299 up. I think,
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's $250 is about the cheapest one, and it's going to be basic.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty basic. It's going to
It's
require some labor.
It's going to be very basic. Yeah, I like Warmworth though. I think they make great stuff.
It's always good to have good options like that. There's a pesky G string doing its little shenanigans again.
Yeah.
So Jupe says, why do acoustic guitars all sound different? Why do violins all have different sound? Different wood construction, I think, but just an opinion. Not in any way saying I'm right, just curious about it.
I think on violins, that top's carved.
Mm-hmm.
So the thickness and how consistent and inconsistent in certain spots, the X bracing, how it's carved. Did they use too much glue that dampens the top? Acoustic instruments, guys, there's a lot to it.
They are crazy, and a lot of it is tone woods. So it depends on the thickness of the top, how they voiced it, and there's a whole science behind it. It's crazy. Avery was saying, the bracing on the inside. Some would even argue the type of glue they use. So if they use like a PVA glue, like Tide Bond or something of that nature, hide glue. If you want to go more to traditional sense.
Yeah.
They claim all that obviously has a factor in it, and it's also the back and side material. I would also say, you get your real expensive acoustic guitars, they're solid wood. So you may have, like, say, a spruce top, but you may have a rosewood, back and sides.
A lot of people like spruce. I like spruce. I've played some that have like the walnut and stuff. Spruce, just to me, I like, but I think it has everything to do with the bracing in the back of the guitar. And if you look inside of an acoustic, it has a piece of wood that they cut a bunch of curves in, and they steam that and bend it. I have no proof of this whatsoever, but I think the depth of that curve and the distance between where they curved it and that material and the glue they use, all that affects the way the guitar sounds.
Well, there's also things in the guitar too that's not exactly technically bracing, but they call them tone bars, and that they'll have in certain parts of the top, and they carve it out and voice it in and such. I want to say Breedlove. That's a company I really, really love. They still build their instruments traditionally, like they did, back in the day, so to speak. But they do use some modern techniques. And I want to say they might have some videos of how they, kind of voice their tops and stuff on their guitars. It's really fascinating.
I got a free Breedlove in the basement.
Oh yeah.
It was supposed to be destroyed.
Did you fix it?
K&B Music.
Oh, nice.
They were a dealer for them. A guy bought the guitar. He played out.
Okay.
And it was wintertime. And he took it right out of his car, threw it on the stage, and the neck just went, it literally
just twisted. Oh my God.
And I went in and told him I wanted one. He goes, well, I just got this one in on warranty. I'm supposed to destroy it. A year later, putting it in a fixture, hitting the humidity way up and spraying water on it and twisting the neck. Yeah. I got it pretty close.
You got a comment on Facebook, Jerry Poe. He says, my band rhymes with bucket, tuned a half step down so vocals were easier.
Yeah, that was a big rock and roll trick, Jerry.
Metallica did it.
A lot of bands did that. Yeah. Tuned down a half step. When you hear a lot of these hair metal bands, the dudes, I'm not saying the dude can't sing. I mean, he's hitting some freaking high notes, but just going down that half step really made it a lot easier on that poor vocalist.
Oh, I bet.
The 80s hair music, those guys were like, it's like, okay, I know this dude has vice grips on his testicles. It's just like, how's he hitting these freaking notes? Guys, I've already said that I am going to say it's close.
Is that G string again?
Yeah, I think I changed it so much now. It's all wacky. If you guys don't know, Jerry that was commenting on Facebook, played with Jerry a bunch. Very talented drummer, guys. Still plays out. I would love to play with Jerry and those guys. It just comes down. He was just at the house just a couple days ago. He bought my Kramer Beretta, and he's like, man, you got all this equipment, and your butt doesn't play out. And I'm like, and I feel him. I get it. I just, it's so hard for me, guys. It's so difficult for me to have the time to get out and play.
I feel you.
Yeah, it's not as... Hear it?
A little warble.
It's the B string. Well, I'm not cheating. I just took the tuner off.
A little flat.
Yeah, I think it's a little flat. That scares me because I'm looking at where the saddle is and what I'm hearing.
Switch it. I'll take a gander.
It sounds a little flat.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Everybody on here is probably like, guys, just plug it in.
They're like, plug it into the tuner, dude.
Get it over with. It's right there.
The whole point in this is how close can you get it without using a tuner to set it just by your ear. Something's not. I think my upper ones are good. Something's off down here.
Is it a G string tuning? Is it in tune or is it a little flat?
The G is a little flat. I don't know. My ear says that's okay. I think my action's higher than yours.
That's okay, man. It's all about your target, not mine.
I think it's still out, guys. Like I said at the beginning, my ear just doesn't. It's not quite as good. There's something. There's something not happy still up here. It doesn't feel. I think he did the exact same thing on this one. There it goes. We'll go back and it's all by
Pickup height.
I'm trying to cheat as much as I can on intonation. And you're getting this right. So I know that technically affected my intonation. Hopefully it went in the right direction.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, because if any of those exposed to those single coils, if they're a little too close, that little warble you just get getting,
Yeah.
it could be that magnet pulling on that string.
I thought you were supposed to just make the 12th note sound the same as the open string.
Yes, that's what most people do. And that's what we're shooting for those that are. But don't think that that's necessarily a proper setup. There are people, guys, that'll go, I want 6 flats and 6 sharps. And wherever the 12th lands, that's where it lands. So let's say you're 1 cent out max. So they'll go, okay, I want 6 flats, 6. And then some people don't care. If you're a lead guitar player, you might want these notes to be more in tune than here. So to get these, you're going to be a little sharp here. So it depends on what you're doing. All right. It sounds. There's still something wonky going on up here. I think my intonation's pretty decent there.
I think it'd get you through a gig.
Oh, let's see how badly I messed it up now.
Jupe said, Brian, thanks for coming on again. Really like your input and presence on the live stream.
Well, thank you, Jude.
And Devastator said, yes, thank you, Brian, and your wife for letting you sneak out on a school night.
Yeah, she's like, I guess I won't see you till 1 o'clock. And I'm like, maybe. But yeah, it's always a pleasure coming out here. Always trying to find creative ways to, I don't know, just trying to have some fun with this.
I think the G needs a little clearance there on the back.
Give it a little pull on the 12th fret real quick. Like just grab the string and pull on it there. Like you stretch it. Okay. Now see what it does there. But yeah, I think you're right, because when you was tuning it from the beginning, I could hear little clicks coming from there, so it's the B and G.
Yeah, I think it just needs a little clearance on the back. Guys, with no tools, I'm going to say that's probably as good as I can get it without actually checking the intonation and checking the radius.
Kurt said, I think Brian should be on the next guitar review.
Okay. It's going to be a brand that you guys don't sell.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that might cause a conflict of interest between the store and...
Oh, no. I hold no loyalty when it comes to that, man. I tear them all up.
If everything goes as planned, it's supposed to be here tomorrow, guys. Yeah, see, that G is...
It's getting stuck.
Guys, I really like the sound of this guitar. This is a $350 Ibanez. That's got a very warm sound.
I like it.
Jupe said if that guitar gets set up right, I may like to buy it.
Oh, man. That burned hotter than that hot sauce, man.
He likes the color.
That's got a kick-ass sound.
Kurt said, Avery, just buy an acoustic. With all the clean you play, why have electric?
Okay, just for that, Kurt. just for that. Okay, we're... unlike most Ibanez's, I don't think the AZ line is designed to be a shredder. It's more. I think this guitar is really trying to go after the Fender Strat and the more traditional type playing, if that makes sense. It's kind of mean sounding. Let's go up to that other voicing. It's got a good sound. All right, we're gonna hand it over to the real tech, and he's gonna see how badly I failed. I think that's a heck of a guitar for $350 brand new. All right.
Oh man.
Now he's gonna tell you how bad
Get you sued by Metallica for that one. Let's see.
Are you using the series parallel switch?
we don't think it's a series we think it's a voicing switch, right?
That's why I understand it's a voicing switch, but it may have some of that series parallel stuff that I don't know. 100%. Trying to see how that volume knob cleans up.
There's a gate, so if you turn it down too much, it's going to turn the gate off. If you want to do that, let's try dirt.
Dirt.
Try that.
Seems like that volume does pretty good as far as control.
Notice, guys, he's not saying anything about the radius. He's kind of leaving it up like, well, All
right, are you ready?
All right, I just switch cameras. We're going to switch you back so everyone can see you.
Okay, let's do this real quick. I want to check this guy out.
It needs a little something there.
Yeah, it's sticking a little bit. All right, let's tune her back up.
This is what I want to know is how far off am I?
All right, let's start with relief. What was your target? Where's my...
I was trying to go for like 0.1 millimeters of relief, pretty much basically straight.
Man, that really screwed that guy up.
Yeah, so 0.1 millimeters is going to be, like 128th, something like that.
0.1 is 4,000ths of an inch.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's about where I was going, almost perfectly straight.
And let's see, where's your measuring point typically at? 12th fret, 8th fret? 9th fret?
Yeah, 8th fret be
Okay.
one of these two frets.
Let's see where you hit at here.
It looks loose.
We're actually making contact here. You might be dead straight there, partner.
Yeah, I was trying to go for like 0.1. That's what I was shooting for.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Let's see here.
You know what's funny? Man, I always used to put a 0.5 millimeter of relief. And then getting on YouTube, people are like, I like straight neck. I like straight neck. And I kept hearing people saying, straight neck's better, straight neck's better.
Mm-hmm.
So I started dabbling with a straighter neck.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of liking a straighter neck.
Now this one's making contact, but just barely. And this is 0.08. So you're really close. If I had to guess, you're probably at a 0.06, 0.07.
Okay.
So I'd say that's really close. Yeah, I'm kind of, I like a little tidbit of relief in my necks. Reason being is because I understand you can only cheat physics so much.
Yeah, the string's going to vibrate.
Yeah, you're going to have
Blunt.
rattle.
But I have raised, that's funny. I played a lower string action with relief.
Mm-hmm.
Now I play a straighter neck with a higher string action.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because you got to have a balance, because if you don't.
You know.
Okay, so where's your measuring points typically?
What are you going for? String action height? I usually go right off the 12th.
Okay.
And again, I use imperial, but I view it differently. I'll have to go down and get my gauge. I was shooting for like 0.065, 0.07.
Okay, I can read that.
Oh, you can read that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say I'm probably at 07 or 075, but I like to be right around 0.065, 0.07.
Oops, let me take the capo off, because I don't know if you use capo or not. Let's see.
I'm going to say I'm high.
You say 0.65?
Yeah, I was shooting for 0.65 to 0.7.
You're at 0.645. You're right there.
Okay, cool.
Treble side?
Just a fraction lower, so that would have been like 0.06 to 0.065.
Okay, so right here, we're actually reading 0.5. All right.
So I went a little low on that. So I missed that one by a hole. So 0.5, and I was shooting for 0.60.
But the thing we got to look at, though, is how cleanly this guitar is still playing.
But I remember I kept playing with the saddles because it felt weird, and I lowered them. So that would make sense after my initial touch.
All right.
It just didn't feel right.
You're doing good, man. You're doing good. Now, when I set up some customers' guitars, usually here at the 12th frets, between 42 to 47 thousandths is about what I aim for if they want that low action.
Right.
And up here, it's about, I'd say about what you would say, between 62 and 70, depending on, their playing style.
Those are anywhere between 0.06 and 0.075. It still feels decent, and the guitar will still have harmonics.
Yeah, you won't lose. Come on. I love them string.
Those things are, I know you bought them for basses, but holy mackerel, that's a big radius gauge.
I ordered a set of the notched radius gauges.
Yeah.
To read on there. And I've been wanting to do it for a long time. And I finally, we're at a 10 on this guy too. Went and bit the bullet on that. And reason being is because of a guitar had come in with the problem of we having I think it was a 9.5 radius fingerboard, 7.25 radius frets. And yeah, I mean, I was able to catch it after I took the strings off of it and measured and everything, but I like to be able to catch that sooner in my evaluation and not later.
So I've got the high E and B ringing pretty clearly.
These two come up just a hair, it'd probably clean it up. So that's at, I'd say it's pretty good.
Mm.
Look at you. See, and you doubting yourself.
Well, I don't ever set guitars up without tools.
And you got to think, we're doing this out of feel and eyeball. I mean, now we're taking some of these, more precision measurements.
Now, this is where I know I'm way off.
Actually, let me do this. So, to get a cleaner reading
Guys,
system,
I know I'm off on this. It's either the B or the G. It's something just doesn't feel right to me. And I said that at the beginning. That's why I kept the amplifier on when I was checking it. I have a hard time doing that.
ever slightly flat, and I mean very slight. I mean, that thing's jumping. And just as a tip for anybody out there too, when you use these headstock tuners, if you can get it closer to this nut here, it actually reads better.
Yeah. So I'm just a fraction flat.
I don't know. It's telling me otherwise now, so.
Oh, all right. I'm spot on the E. I thought the E was good. Now the B and the G I'm suspect on.
I'd say that B's good.
I nailed the B too.
G. Look.
No way. All right, I screwed these up then. Something's not ringing. Holy mackerel.
See, look at you. See, man, you're doubting yourself. I knew you could do it.
That's spot on too.
This guy's probably flat. Or sharp, I mean. Nope. Look at that.
Holy 6 for 6. Who says a blind squirrel can't find a nut every once in a while?
Look at that. See? You got this.
That really surprises me.
Dude,
That surprised me.
I'm surprised mine was even in the same note.
That surprised me. Because listening to it, my ear was telling me something wrong was the B and the G. But I'm like, okay, that's as good as I... But I was thinking there was something going on with it.
Now, I don't have a...
I forgot to go over the pickup thing because we were kind of... But I didn't final set them. I just kind of did it at the beginning and that was it. I forgot, guys. Sorry.
So, if I had a guess, when you was playing up here and you was hearing that difference, and what I'm seeing here is that this
It's
pickup's
too close.
really close, and this guy is not far behind it. But I would say this guy here
Probably set too high.
would have been pulling your, yeah. And as far as...
Yeah, I forgot to go back and check them after I set the string heights and stuff.
Oh, good. But that's probably what you was hearing. Other than that, look at you, man.
Yeah. Guys, I like this guitar.
I think Juke does too.
This guitar's got a nice sound. Jupe, if you want, Brian's heading back to the store tomorrow. I mean, it's a $350 guitar. I tell you what, Jupe, let me go down and get my fret rocker.
Okay.
And let's, since Jupe is so interested in this guitar, let's check it, and we'll see what Jupester thinks.
And first thing on my agenda to be tomorrow is I'm gonna be going through both of these, just tighten them up a little bit. But man, I'm actually really impressed with the outcome of all this.
That I'm really surprised.
I'm really
the
happy.
Intonation was that close on mine, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Jupe said he's considering it.
Oh, you only live once, Jupe. Life is short. There we go. Okay, I think that's trying to move some of the stuff out of the way so that way when he gets here with that, we can lay it down and do the fret rocker test. Let's see what that's got to tell us. Yeah, throw stuff down there. That'd be fine. Yeah, move some of the stuff out of your way.
So if you're just tuning in, I think both of us do not recommend doing what we just did. But you can do it. I'm really surprised at how, use your ears. I guess that's, and do the best you can.
That's most
That's
of
the
it.
whole thing. I look at the tools that I have now to work on guitars. When I started, I had regular files. And I would just make sure I taped off, and I was being really careful not to scratch the fretboard. Now I have a dressing file that has a bullnose on the end, so I can't scratch it. But I literally had triangle files. I made it work for years.
And that's what you did back then. I mean, that's all, especially when you first start, because, I mean, let's be real, these tools are not cheap.
I had just a square tube piece of aluminum from the aluminum yard.
Yep. That's your leveling beam.
Was it perfectly straight? Probably not.
Nope, but it got you.
But it got me through. Basic screwdrivers, that's what I had. All right, we're going to check this guitar for wonky frets.
A little bit there.
Right there. B, G, still going up. And that's just barely rocking, guys, and it disappears at the A.
So it makes me wonder if this fella's in a little low here, or if it's just
let's
high
go to
there.
the next one. It's not a 0 fret, so we can't check that one. But it's saying that one's high because I come back one. And that wasn't rocking much, guys. So a little bit right there above the A. Again, just barely rocking. Not rocking there, so it's not a low fret. A little bit right there above the B. Between the D and the G. Disappears. Again, just barely rocking. But it is there, so that's 3 spots. Might be nice to turn that down, wouldn't it?
I don't know, man.
Ba-ding!
Get some interesting sounds out of this thing.
Yep, just a little bit right there at the G string. And it's not rocking there, so it's just... I don't know. That one's really, really, really light. It depends on how I hold the tool, but I'll call it. You know, I'm doing this wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, these aren't fret rockers; they're fret sliders.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, don't you watch YouTube?
I mean, yeah. That's where I got my degree. YouTube University.
Oh, that's a joke on a couple other channels. They sit there and they go, they don't put any strings on it either, and I'm like, it's just gonna ride on the fret. You're not pushing on the fret one way or the other. Whether it's this way or that way, it's gonna shh. And he literally just, yeah, perfect frets. I'm like, dude, it's a fret rocker. Yeah. So
I will say this, man. I love YouTube, but there is so much bad information out there.
Yeah.
There is so much bad information. And yeah. And I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like, I hate to tell folks, don't trust anything you see on YouTube.
That's what I tell people, even though we're trying to make a difference. But.
Yeah, it's, I think there's like a handful of guys out there that are pretty good. But most of everything I see, I would not take anything they say with a grain of salt.
Yeah. This guitar is actually doing rather well, guys. Oh, as soon as I say that. A little bit above the E right there. That fret right there.
And I want to check that guy, just make sure that the end ain't popping up.
Yeah, that's what I want to maybe try to get a feeler gauge.
Way heavy, brother.
It's not horrible, but just a little bit, guys. I mean, nobody else would call that, but actually, I'm not going to call that either. It depends on how you hold the tool. So right here we have another one. So this is our 5th spot. So it's this one and this one. I've noticed that on a lot of guitars, when you get to the very end fret, the 2nd fret on so many guitars will be just a fraction high. And I don't really know why. It's the whole fret.
What I started doing is I'll take this and put it on its long end, and I'll look, see if there's a gap underneath here, because sometimes it's that this fret here is actually shorter than the rest of them, which it should be, but yeah, if that guy's higher, then
then that's
a problem.
It just barely, it wants to catch. So I'm going to say that one needs to be tapped down, and yeah, this one's just a little bit. Yeah. So it needs a call put on those two and just pressed a little bit. But they're still, it's really not bad, guys. And the 3 spots I found up here is just barely rocking in a couple spots. So I would just press these in just a little bit and double check it. But in reality, it's actually really good. This one's the worst one. Right there. See that? That one's the worst one. And it's going under that fret.
Yeah, so I got these tacked down.
Yeah, this one and just a couple little taps on that one.
Which is kind of funny. The last Ibanez that we had in here, that we did show on, remember we had that one fret poking up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just tapped it down.
Tapped it down.
That's all I needed.
Yep. So, Jupe, if you want this one's pretty good as far as the fret level. And if you decide to get it, Jupe, you know, we can do some work to it before we send it to you. None of these frets on the side are sharp. They all feel really good. But again, it has a basic fret dressing. So if you want it to be next level, we could just go in and do a better dressing on the end of the fret. Okay? And then give them a really good polishing. And cut the back of this nut just a little bit so we don't have the hang-up issues.
Yeah.
And I would think it would be a really nice guitar for you, man. I like it. I like the color.
I get my foot off the cable. That might help a little bit.
Yeah, unplug it here. There you go. I think we're disconnected. Let's check the wing rack, make sure we are muted there. Yeah. So I love the color. It's a beautiful color.
It really is.
Like I said, there's no shiplap joint. It's one solid piece of maple. So that that in itself, not having that joint.
Now, the most important thing for me, and I'm really particular on this, when you was adjusting a neck, how much more room did you have for adjustment?
Oh, well, the neutral position was right there, so.
So you're as close to the neutral.
Yeah.
Kind of like that guy.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy, especially on a new guitar. I hate seeing new guitars and that, you know.
Yeah, you've got a full turn already on the guitar.
So a lot of times what I do, like with a lot of these instruments, and if they got that thing cranked tight, I'll put it in neutral position and see where that neck is sitting. And if that sucker is bowed,
yeah,
it goes back.
It goes back.
Yep. Because to me, that's not, man, that's not cool. You know, let's sell you this instrument that, you know, may have a couple more years left on its life, if that. Because if that sucker's bowed like that from the beginning, then it ain't gonna take long before it's too late.
It's got a nice, I don't know if you guys can see that belly carve. It's got a nice little belly carve.
I need that.
Oh, me too. It's got ferrules right here for the strings to set down in. It looks nice, guys.
You know,
It's a 3-ply pick guard.
You know, I didn't see how many springs they got in the back of this thing.
4.
Yeah. Okay. Same here.
It's got 4 springs.
Yeah.
4 springs.
Of course, they got that sucker.
Yeah. Now it is decked.
Yeah.
Bam.
They want to.
They want to make sure that it's decked.
If you wanted to use that trim, man, you got to work for it.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you want the trim to actually work, you probably have to take one of the springs out, and then most likely loosen a couple of these screws in here just a little bit.
Give it a little bit more.
Yeah, give it some play room to float and move.
How many piece body is it?
That one has 5 pieces in the natural. Looking for seams and lines in the gloss.
Your eyes are better than mine if you see any.
I don't see any ghost lines.
And I'm sure it's there. I mean, usually the typical rule of thumb for manufacturers, when they do solid colors like this, it's usually if they have mismatched pieces of wood or whatever, and they glue in, they paint them a solid color,
Right.
and they try to save the good matches, or even, you know,
For that.
yeah, for stuff like this, so that way, you know, it's not so obvious. This right here is obvious.
Yeah.
And of course you got this line here, but it's still not overly hateful.
Devastator said, I want to know on the orange one. Sand it down. We need to know.
Ha!
All right, let's grab it.
I mean, that one has 5 pieces. So I'm probably going to say this is probably at least 4 or 5 pieces.
Yeah, I say it's safe to bet easy.
Yeah. I mean, it is a $350 guitar. The big thing I'm seeing at that price point, main brand, it's a 1-piece solid maple neck. they haven't glued a little piece on right here just to get this piece in. So it was one solid chunk. That's nice.
Yeah.
And the fretboard on this one looks really nice too. It's got a nice color, nice grain.
I was gonna say it's not all dried out.
Yeah, it looks good. That's impressive, at 350, guys. And you guys heard the pickups. The pickups sound pretty good on it. A lot of these, when you get below really $450, it's usually a pickup issue.
Yeah.
I like the sound of these pickups. They have a nice warm sound to them. Okay, guys. That's going to probably do it for tonight. Tonight, we just attempted to set up 2 guitars just using screwdrivers and basic tools. No measuring tools, no radius gauges, no. I think we did really good. I'm really surprised my intonation was that close, and Brian's just next level on the radius and stuff like that. I think he had 2 strings. It was the E that was a little flat on his intonation, but I think his overall playability was better than mine because I played both of them. And I think his action height and the way he has the neck set on that one is just a little better. Just my opinion. It felt. And that could be one of those things where I played this one more and I played yours and I didn't tinker with that one. But I think your height worked really well with that guitar.
It really did. And like I say, I was a little shallow on these strings here. They could have came up and that would have put it right where I wanted it. The relief, I was 2/1000ths off of my target, so not too hateful. And what made it really nice is that nut was already cut pretty good. Right. So that saved, that's the saving grace there. But overall, I was really happy the way this one turned out. And this one plays really good too. I was really happy with this one, and it's in tune completely.
Yeah. These are nice guitars, guys. So if you guys are thinking about purchasing one of these, if you live in the Shenandoah Valley, Winchester, even Hagerstown, all the way down to Harrisonburg, Manassas, DC, it's worth the trip. Go check out the guys at Shenandoah Music. If it wasn't for them, we would not be able to do this content. Yeah, they allowed us to take these guitars and do setups on them with no tools. And they deliberately messed these guitars up so we would have a challenge. So one, it's super cool that they even let the guitars leave the shop for it. 2, it's super cool that they even participated and said, yeah, let's really screw these things up for these guys.
Yeah.
So give them some love, even if it's a phone call and say, thank you for supporting the channel, and you buy a t-shirt or something. It doesn't matter, or go to their website, leave a comment. I know they have a comment section there, so leave a comment for them. We couldn't do it without them, if that makes sense.
You got a super chat.
Ooh, thank you so much, who gave the super chat.
Annoying Critic.
Thank you so much, Annoying Credit. That's what funds the channel. And we're still making payments on the next guitar giveaway. But trust me, guys, even if we have to extend it a month, it's worth it for the guitars that I've put on layaway. It was I couldn't do one. It was a package deal. So it's just one of those things. May take a little longer, but our next guitar giveaway will be very nice. So again, I want to thank Shenandoah Music for that, because they don't have to do that for us. They really don't. They get it, guys. They understand social media is it's what you guys, everyone absorbs social media now. And we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube now, and we're getting ready to go to Spotify. So we're trying to grow the channel, get the name out more. But I want to thank Shenandoah for doing this. And then Brian for coming.
Jupe said, fix the fret issues, sold. I will give you details in Discord private message.
Okay. Well, tell them sold tomorrow.
All right.
Tell them they sold the guitar on the live stream. So, Brian will send me a text tomorrow, you know, and we'll calculate the tax and stuff on it. And then I can get with you on Discord and all that. And then since you're getting it, I'll just bring it here. We'll do some other work to it, and I'll send it to you directly, Jupe. So,
Nice.
sound like a plan?
Sounds like fun.
All right, guys. Again, thank you all so much, because if it wasn't for you all, we wouldn't be able to do this stream either. So that is such a great community. Glad you guys, you know, get the gist of it. You know, you want to add anything or?
I mean, you pretty much nailed it, but yeah, thanks to everybody who came out and hung out with us and listened to us and watched us do whatever the heck you want to call this. And it's a lot of fun for us. We enjoy it, and it's awesome that we get to share the opportunities and, you know, what we're doing here with everyone. I guess the only thing I could really ask and put on top of that is, you know, any ideas y'all have, any thoughts, questions, opinions, by all means, please share them.
Talk about like for future shows.
Yeah, it's you know, just anything you have, because that's going to help us with our creative mind work and trying to develop what more things we can do. Because let's be real, there's only so much we can do with set work. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Well,
don't get
every
so
week
far.
there's new people too.
Yeah,
So guys, understand we're not always necessarily beating a dead horse, but the channel was started about being truthful.
mm-hmm.
And what we were just talking about, fret sliding. Yeah, you guys get it, but when someone new comes in, maybe they don't know.
Yeah,
And they're being steered in the wrong direction by misinformation. So,
and that's where those questions are really important. You know, it's even if it's something that you've seen on other content. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I'll tell anybody this: I hold no loyalty. So with that being said, I'm bluntly honest with my thoughts and facts that I have to back it up. And if I can't, then, you know, it is what it is.
right. All right. If there were any volume issues, guys, we apologize. The channel is growing. And I will say that we have ordered our next piece of equipment for the channel, but it is not a new microphone. So we're also going to ask Shenandoah. These are directional. So we're going to see if they have a microphone that's more open, wide, that we can set up. That way, like this microphone is designed to pick up everything like this. So that's why as we turn, sometimes you'll hear it gets louder and softer. So just understand we are a small channel, but I think that makes the content a little more cooler. You guys can see how the channel grows. All right, we're going to do our 5-minute ending window. And everyone that gave a super chat, thank you so much. And Saturday night, we're going live again. That's Gear Chat night. So we talk amplifiers, guitars, pedals, anything that you want. And we might do a bonus stream tomorrow night. If the new toy comes in, we may do a bonus stream tomorrow night. So stay in tune for that. We do have some new stuff coming. Thanks, guys, and I'll see everyone Saturday night.
Good night.
Yeah, and I gotta hit the right button.
It's right there, man.
Yeah,
It's
it's
right
that one.
there. That one, dude.